Rich Tyson here. Hey, I'm excited this morning to talk about something that has been an evolving kind of mindset relative to business for some time. In 2005, Jeffrey Moore, great author, wrote an article for the Harvard Business Review, and it was entitled Strategy and Your Stronger Hand. And his assertion in this article was that if you are a company that is highly engaged in a very customized delivery product, that you need to be cautious about changing your business model to a standardized model. Or if you're a standardized business where you are high volume, doing the same kinds of things all the time, to be very, very cautious about becoming more customized. Interestingly enough, the internet has had a huge impact on this mindset and how things work. Standardization has been felt to be the more efficient model. Certainly it is based on, again, high volume, doing the same kind of things over and over again in order to deliver a very anticipated, expected product, something that is always kind of the same quality, something that you can count on. And so that standardized model has great value, and we see it in all kinds of industries. Most of the goods that we buy today are coming from a pretty standardized model of production. Customized model, however, says that, hey, the customer really needs something more. They want, instead of just the standard off-the-rack shirt that you might buy at the men's store, that you want a customized, tailored version of that shirt, something that is just suited just right for you, that fits you perfectly, that there is no averaging, but rather that it's very much customized to you. And so those are distinct types of doing business. But with the internet today, what we're finding is more and more that those who would have a standardized model are finding ways to make it more customized. Zappos, for instance, with shoes, or Warby Parker with eyeglasses. Yes, it is a standardized model. We do the same kinds of things over and over again, but it is customized in that you can bring home the shoes and try them on and send them back. Same thing with the eyeglasses. You can even get your prescriptions filled so that it's very customized, and yet it's based on a standardized process that works over and over again. Well, as we have looked at this in our organization, our consulting business, our coaching business has always been quite customized. We believe in giving our clients exactly what they need when they need it. Sometimes that's something that we have those unique skills within our company, and many other times it's something that's outside of our company where we are in a great position to refer business to others who are experts in their field. So again, a classic customized model. However, as we're moving forward, we're exploring today ways to standardize that, in that there are some fundamental processes and even philosophies and principles that are core to our business that we feel are so important that those should be standardized, that anyone who is part of CEO Builder should be able to utilize those models. One of the most fundamental is our strategic outcomes pyramid, which basically says, under an overarching vision, we need to know what our economic engine is. We need to understand what our customer value proposition is, how the customer, their needs are fulfilled, and therefore they have a desire to pay their bills and to work with us, so that those customer outcomes drive the financial outcomes. We also need to have a standard kind of operation that will drive any organization to those customer outcomes. And then we need to have competency and engagement of our people, and we need to recruit right to get the right people onto the bus. Again, to give credit, Kaplan and Norton out of Harvard, Balanced Scorecard, have contributed a lot of our thinking for this. So that is a standard model, that strategic outcomes pyramid, that we talk to all of our clients about. because we feel it's important that every CEO of every kind of company understands that they're responsible for the vision of their company. They're responsible for understanding and communicating and making sure of the health of the economic engine. They're responsible for that customer value proposition and how it's fulfilled. They are responsible for the operation and how it works. They're responsible for competency and engagement, and they're responsible for recruitment. That is a standard model of what a CEO ought to be doing. That said, now that we understand that standard model, and again, within our organization, our coaches speak to that model. Once we're there, now there is an ability to move from that standard model into more of a customized output. To say, okay, if we understand what the fundamental flow chart or boxes are that have to be filled, now we are in a position to look at those in a unique way so that we begin to customize. So the vision of an organization at one of our client companies will be very different than the next client company. And yet that box needs to be filled. We see this with one of our favorite companies, IDEO, out of Palo Alto, where they look at each of their opportunities in terms of its desirability, its feasibility, and its viability. And those boxes need to be checked off. That's standard process. And yet the outcomes, the products, the services, the solutions that they come up with are almost always unique and customized. So although Jeffrey Moore's article I still think is one of the great classics of the Harvard Business Review, the idea that there's a stronger hand and you should just play to it, we really today have two hands. We have that standard hand and we have that customization. Standard process allows us to be better at customization. And in fact, when we're training our people, when we're building their competencies in our organization, it's important first for a newcomer to understand what the standard processes are before we can really turn them loose and empower them to come up with customized solutions. This is an interesting battle, that standardization versus customization, that we find it is in almost every company at some level. And so as we work with our clients, we try to raise that question and understand how those two hands should go together. We look forward to the opportunity to talk to you about your company if you're looking at some of those issues. When we try to scale an organization that's highly customized, the move toward more standardization is really compelling. We need to find ways to be able to move that customized business more scalable into a standardized model. That said, we don't want to lose the advantages of customization. One of the things we talk about in our organization is the importance of giving our clients what they need in the moment of need. That is highly customized, but it's still built on a standard model. Again, we'd love to talk to you more about this. Hopefully you'll take a look at what we're doing at CEO Builder. Thank you so much.